All right, Caleb, would you rather be a mortal in Norse or Greek mythology?
A mortal, so a squishy human
Right, yeah.
in Greek, Norse, or did you say Roman?
No, just Norse or Greek mythology.
Ah. Mm. So honestly, I don't know too much about. Okay, so I have an answer to this, and you might think it's good, and you probably won't.
Okay.
So I don't know much about Norse mythology. Like, I've played God of War when I was like 9.
Uh,
That's it. Um, I played a little bit.
well,
I
God
played a
of
little bit of it.
sorry, but God of War when you were 9 would have been still Greek mythology.
Exactly. Yeah, I literally, I was like, wait a second. I played the one with a little bit of Norse in it,
Okay.
but I didn't play it. I watched Austin play it, a little bit of
Okay.
it. And that was God. I don't even remember how long ago. That's why I was like said when I was 9 because it feels so long ago. All I remember is you can throw the axe and you got to hit the runes to like open the chest, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about Norse mythology. So what I'm gonna base this on is that Norse kind of Viking, right?
Yeah. So we can put it into terms of Viking times or like uh Greek mythology times that we know.
hmm
So
Okay, I would go Greek because Norse it'd be too cold. It'd be cold like all the time. I wouldn't like that. I don't like being cold. So
I am 100% with you, and it's
yeah,
because of the fucking cold.
really?
Yeah, because fuck the cold, dude.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like I I even now, Sydney gets pissed at me all the time. She doesn't get mad, but like I'll be sitting there like freezing my ass off and we
Yeah.
fuck with the AC all the time. It'll be at 73 and then it'll be at 71 and then we keep switching it back and forth because I get so cold.
Yeah. I fucking hate
That's
the cold, dude. I could not be a
absolutely
Viking.
no. Sorry guys. Not for me.
All right, now second, would you rather be a Norse god or a Greek god?
Any descriptors? Any type of god or just in general?
Uh, think of it however you really want to, I guess. Like you could either replace a god that's already there, like you could be that god,
Okay.
or you could pretty much just become like a new god during that
Okay.
time.
Now, for me, the biggest answer and the most obvious one is Greek because I know more about Greek.
Okay.
However, I also know how fucked up it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how big of a mess Norse mythology is. So I'm gonna, take a shot in the dark and say that it might be a little simpler to be a Norse god.
You'll, I guess, kind of see from today's story.
Yeah, I could be completely wrong.
Okay.
I
For me, I would probably go Norse, and that's
okay.
due to the fact that this way I can just watch the Vikings wreak havoc on everything without being there.
Yeah, just watch them slay people.
Yeah.
Apparently Vikings discovered America before like Columbus and shit did.
Yeah, hell
So
yeah, they did.
yeah,
I think they hit Greenland first,
yeah,
and then moved on,
like
moved their way through.
hundreds of years
Oh
before.
yeah.
So that's crazy
Uh,
because a lot of people I remember them like and here's another reason why along with the watching thing is like a lot of people were like that's crazy how did they have the technology to like sail
they
that
didn't.
far.
They didn't. They had the will.
Yeah, I mean exactly like that's I want to see how they did it, That's a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of like
yeah. I'd love to see how they fucking did that.
I would love to be Roman and because isn't the Library of Alexandria Roman?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
One of the world's biggest centers of knowledge before it was tragically burned to the ground. I would love to see that. That would be awesome. I
yeah.
would probably this is a complete total would you rather, but would you rather see how like Roman, Greek, that times operated? Like if you could go and see like anything, like okay, how did Caesar die and you get to watch it happen, that sort of thing, or like would you rather like see um the Vikings and how they did this and that? I would love to see
Roman.
the library of yeah, I'd love to see the library of Alexandria.
There's no.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
on the no, yeah, you're fine. But on the flip side, I would also like to see how just like because I feel like Vikings are not really a mystery to us, but at least the general public is not very informed of them compared to probably more people knowing about Romans. I feel like Romans are a bigger part of history in general, at least for the average person. They know more about Romans than they do, Vikings. But Vikings are badass, and I wouldn't mind seeing some shit that they did.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Viking Navy in action.
Hmm.
That shit
Hmm.
would be badass. But if we're talking like advancements, there's nobody that beats the Romans in their advancements.
No, absolutely. They were crazy. They were on a roll with like everything.
Oh yeah. All
So
right.
I completely get it.
Last one. Would you rather be a demigod in Norse or Greek mythology?
What's a demigod in Norse mythology? I don't know too much.
Oh man. So
Same principle,
pretty
different.
much, pretty much the same principle.
Okay.
I would say, I'd say they're about on league with each other. I guess.
Okay. Hmm. Honestly, no idea. Um, man, I guess, dude. So you know how demigods in Greek mythology will sometimes have, meet with gods, have, contact with their parents, such and
Yeah.
such, blah blah blah. Is it like that for Norse?
Not as much.
I see. I kind of figured it'd be different. I kind of figured Norse would kind of like, you're fucking
Or
on your own.
before somebody yells at me, from what I've heard, not as much. Because all I know
Okay.
about demigods in Greek mythology is from the Myths and Legends podcast,
Hmm.
and he does a fucking amazing job at the stories he does. But uh, as far as I know, I'm only on like episode maybe 200, and he's been doing it since like 2015. So he has a
Episode maybe
shitload,
200.
shitload of stories. But I know
Yeah.
for sure I've heard like three different demigods from Norse mythology he's done,
Hmm.
and it just sounds okay. It sounds like they had a harsher time,
Hmm. Okay.
but I don't think they really had. From what I remember, they didn't really have as much contact with the gods as Greek mythology does.
Okay. That would kind of suck then.
Yeah,
Also, also, the Romans were fucked. They're like, you had a male baby and like we're gonna put it outside on a tree stump for 3 days, and if it's still alive, then we keep him and train him into a warrior.
you're talking
I
about.
don't
You mean
know.
Greeks?
Yeah,
Okay, you said
like
Romans.
with
I was confused.
Spartans, with like Spartans and shit.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know how it would go for Norse. I feel like the general day to day for an average Norse man would be worse than the general day to day for an average Greek man.
I agree.
And demigod wise, fuck, do they get the same powers? You know what I mean? Like,
I think they had like there's the strength they get, the agility and shit.
okay.
I'm not really sure on a whole lot else, but I know for sure like one. I'm pretty sure it's one demigod. I can't remember his name in Norse mythology. He killed Fenrir him or not Fenrir. My bad, Fafnir himself.
I was gonna say Fenrir is like the
Yeah,
wolf to eat the world. I
yeah,
was
my
like
bad.
that's not a demigod. That is like a god.
Yeah.
But I
So
was gonna
they're
say
definitely
damn.
strong because Fafnir. Do you know anything about Fafnir?
No.
He was he was pretty much a dragon.
Oh, shit. So we're talking like the Hercules equivalent, huh?
Well, Fafnir was also a god, so he could
Oh.
like turn it. He had, I think he had a curse. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had like some type of curse that would turn him into a dragon. The footprints, the demigod that killed him
Hmm.
would what he did from this is all from memory, guys, about this podcast. So go listen to it. I'm gonna do a very short summary. I'm not stealing his shit, but I guess what he did is the footprints from Fafnir were so big when he stood inside of it, it was like 12 foot long or more
Mm.
and made like a 6 foot deep hole or footprint, I guess you could say. And he
Yeah.
hid
So he's
inside
just
of it. And Fafnir's belly was so large that when he hid inside of it, and Fafnir dragged his belly across the ground when he headed back to his cave, he sliced him completely open.
okay. So less a battle of
Mm-hmm.
pure strength one on one, more of a he hid and like
Right, but
seized the moment.
that's
No,
a
he's still
giant
cutting through
fucking
a
dragon.
dragon. Yeah. Um, Probably Greece, just for now. Probably Greek, and that can always change in the future.
Yeah, for now I'm going Greek, and it's mostly because they got more clout.
They got more clout, more
Yeah,
well known.
that's fucking right. All right, well, I'm AJ, guys,
I'm Caleb.
and this is Mythology Cast, and yeah, I didn't go to my 2 weeks training. I didn't have
Nice.
to, so
That's
I
because he's
was
leaving.
yeah, I was so happy about that. I guess they couldn't cut me orders so close to my. It makes no sense. My ETS date, the day I get out, is almost a full month after the last day of my training was supposed
Hmm.
to be. So I don't know how they couldn't cut me orders, but I ain't complaining.
I mean, hey, it worked out at
Hell,
least for the listeners.
hell yeah. But if you guys couldn't tell, today we're moving on to another mythology. And if you guys haven't
Yes.
guessed by now, we are going to Norse mythology.
Oh man, our fans are stupid if they couldn't guess.
You said it, not me.
I
So,
did say it. You guys are stupid if no, just kidding.
so this one's gonna be the creation of Norse mythology. It's just I wanted the first episode, of course, to be how it was created, at least. And I'm gonna kind of go back to how I used to do it, but I'm not gonna throw so many names and so much information at you at once. It's still gonna be kind of like a story, but I'm not gonna be there to. I'm not gonna act like I'm telling it from their point of view, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So it's
Big
all
names only.
yeah, it's all gonna be in order. I'm gonna tell you who the big names are, that kind of stuff, and yeah, let's get started, I guess.
Hey, let's go. Start with that family tree. Who made the world?
Okay, so before anything at all, there was only a large, dark, vast emptiness called Ginnungagap.
Oh, you know what my favorite part about you doing Norse mythology is?
What's that?
Listening to you try and pronounce the words.
I know, dude. It's so fucking hard.
I feel like I feel like this is gonna be,
Oh, yeah,
and
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna have
butcher
to
all
try.
these.
Yeah, and it's okay, guys. You can make fun of us.
Yeah, go
Because, I
ahead.
mean, that's just how it is. We're not Scandinavian or whatever these people are. We don't know how to pronounce this
Wasn't
shit.
it? Wasn't it Scotland and Finland and Iceland?
Ah,
Don't
and
quote me. Don't quote me. Caleb said it on me.
no, hold on. Where were the? Hey, it's the first thing when you type in where were the Vikings? Scandinavia. I was right.
Oh
Get fucked.
shit. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Before anything at all, there was only a large, dark, vast emptiness called Ginnungagap. Um, pretty much exactly like Greek mythology. It started with a large, dark, vast emptiness.
Mhm.
Uh,
As always.
and most people know.